Hello, and welcome to I Choose You, the podcast about cooking and eating Pokemon. My name is Jeremy Zielik. I am the host and Alton Brown of the group. Joining me this week, as always, is...
your friend on the show, Ben Montoya.
Ian Davis, the tooth fairy of the show.
Oh, shit.
And Evan Aubrey. Oof.
What are you cracking, Evan? That's so...
Welcome to LaCroix Boys, or just, I don't know if we want to rebrand to, like, Drink Gents, because we've, like, kind of gone past, but I've got, again, a Spindrift.
Beer buddies?
Yeah, Beer Buddies.
Yes.
Blood Orange Tangerine Spindrift.
Nice.
I wish, for the listeners at home, you couldn't see it, but Evan had a really good cracking face.
Yeah.
And I wonder if, like...
I couldn't see it.
that should be, like, a art... Like, imagine you walk into an art gallery and it's, like... cracking faces.
Yes.
Show me your crack face.
It's like an Andy Warhol piece where it's just like pop
And
art.
You take a picture, and then you take a picture while they're cracking.
Oh,
And you, like,
yeah.
Before cracking,
yeah.
as cracking.
Oh, man.
Post-crack?
The crack
or
series.
it's like, or it's like, are they cracking or are they doing something else? You got to like the face. The face is contextless, so you could
have
kind of
to
appropriate it to whatever.
But all you know is
Oh,
that
shit.
beneath the frame, both of their arms are beneath the frame doing something.
Yeah.
You don't know what, but it's their face is the only hint.
And we
okay.
title it A Crackin' Good Time.
Yes.
Yep.
And one of them is like eating crab or something. Or lobster.
It's just, it's just different facial expressions in different forms of cracking. So there's the crackin' crab, there's the crackin' LaCroix, there's cracking
off.
bones, maybe? Like facial expressions while you're getting your bones cracked.
Okay.
Like someone's like like a chiropractor's like punching you in the spine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're getting an alignment.
Yes.
Man.
Ian, you're drinking a LaCroix, so I think we can keep LaCroix Boys as the current.
I mean, it's
title,
tradition
so-
at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Double fisting. I got LaCroix in one hand. I got Celestial Bengal Spice tea in the other.
But how are they
all right.
together?
Let's find out.
New beverage.
Okay. A sip of the tea, a sip of the LaCroix, swish.
Lime chai. How it be?
Ooh.
Tastes good. Never gargle LaCroix because it starts to foam up in your
Oh
mouth.
yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, he started to gargle and I didn't really know what to do about
Yeah.
that.
Usually when you drink a carbonated beverage, you don't like swish it. You're like, imagine like pouring it out in like a snifty brander and like swirling it around and being like,
Yeah, this is like a fancy winery, and we just have a spit bucket.
Yeah.
Would recommend like a cinnamon LaCroix.
Do you think we can convince the LaCroix company to make a cinnamon drink?
They're already on their way, I'm sure.
Speaking of tea and sparkling beverage, I did see there's a new AHA flavor that's like apple and white tea, but it's like caffeinated.
Ooh.
I've had it. It's good. I like it.
Ooh, okay. I tried to get it at the store, but Tori said you only get one, and I had to pick the Spindrift.
Stop.
You only get one good beverage.
Yeah,
It's like when kids go to like Target and they see that big pit filled with like medium-sized plastic rubber balls that like bounce up and down, and the parents will like stop taking a bunch of those and throwing them around. Situation.
that's literally Tori and I whenever we go to the store. I am the kid throwing balls around.
Except you're just ripping open cases of sparkling water and
Just taking one sip out of each of them. I gotta hear how they crack.
Yes.
you empty a box and then you start opening other boxes and making your own variety pack.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
Like at the store when you like have the like build
Yeah.
your own 6-pack for beer, but you're like,
Look,
they
You
don't-
know,
they
not a
need this
bad
for water.
idea.
Like,
Yeah.
look, all I'm saying is that a enterprising, everyone's going nuts over the big merger and acquisition. I'm sure you guys are all familiar.
The Kroger,
that-
Safeway, Albertsons.
Exactly. Kroger and Albertsons will soon become the same store. And with that, I think they need a pioneering new option where you can make a 6-pack of soft drinks like in the back and just like slam like a LaCroix, a Dr. Pepper, and a fucking Jones soda all in one can and take it with you.
Mr. Kroger, if you're listening, we have a
Yes.
business opportunity.
Albert and his sons need to be on top of this business opportunity.
No, they got bought out. They're done with groceries.
Yes.
Have you guys seen? I was recently in the beer section of Smith's, and they sold. I think it was Heineken. It's like a mini keg.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like how many? Like there's pony kegs. But
Like- Like,
oh, that's like
like-
a really mini keg.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like
cute.
a gallon.
Yeah, if I could get that in LaCroix,
You
Do they?
A keg.
Wait, so do you have to tap it, or does it like at that size? Do they just say like, nah, here's a little tap that's like attached to it? Like how legitimate of a keg are we talking?
I think the tap is included,
Okay.
tap included.
and I think in fact I think it's resealable too.
Nice.
Oh,
Shit.
wow.
Wow.
I don't know. That seems like kind of a lot of effort to go through for just like Heineken for like I don't know, this tiny
here's
little
the-
baby keg.
Here's the thing, though, is like, you know how when you go to a brewery, you can like go and fill up a growler. Could I bring my own tiny personal keg and be like, here, fill this up instead?
Oh.
That's promising.
Look, we soon the United States will become less a country and more a confederation of microbreweries. So I think that this is definitely a way that we could perhaps like create some sort of barter system where we like trade different regional beverages with each other.
I like that idea.
Ben, what are you drinking? If anything.
I'm drinking this hazy IPA that has a complicated name and funny art, and that's all you really need to know. If I'm
That's
like,
Ben every
really
week,
being
ladies and
honest.
gents.
Yeah, exactly.
On a scale of like Dilbert to Heathcliff, how funny is the art on it?
I would put it more in the realm of Heathcliff. It's like a 8-bit like skeleton dude riding a like rabbit of some sort.
It's pretty
Ben,
Heathcliff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ben, I want to know if when you go to the store, do you wear a helmet with the food item that you wish to purchase while you're there?
Like Heathcliff.
Yes, like Heathcliff.
He's got the beer helmet, but it's not the
Beer.
one that has beer on both sides.
No.
Right. Yeah. Different beer helmet.
Carbonated beverage. I don't know.
Yeah.
JoJo's. I'm drinking a Sandia lemon mango cider. It's very delicious. I enjoy it quite a bit. I also drank a LaCroix earlier today, so LaCroix Boy is still going strong. At least in my heart. Where it
Still
matters.
feeling it from earlier?
Yes, I'm still feeling that LaCroix buzz. You know, you get it, you crack it open, you slam one down, and you're like, oh, I'm just like, it's like a fucking fizzy lifting drink for my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, excellent. Well, that was a very fortuitous LaCroix, boys. Let us move on to the main program of I Choose You, the podcast about cooking and eating Pokemon. Each week on the show, we discuss a new Pokemon to consume, and we come up with recipes to do so. And then we vote, and we decide who has the best recipe. And this week, we have randomly selected, out of the possibilities of the Generation 6 Pokemons, Dedenne. Dedenne?
Dedenne?
DD.
D-Den?
Dedenne?
I'm gonna go
Dedenne.
with DD.
Ooh, yes.
D.
This is my laboratory, DD.
Yes. Yeah. This is this generation's Pikachu spinoff or ripoff, if you want to
Oh,
Ooh.
be so bold. But don't boo me. Everyone has an electric rodent of some kind, and some are better than others. I'll put this like high up. I would say this is the second best Pikachu ripoff.
Everyone's got a fucking electric rodent every fucking season.
Yeah, every country has their own electric rodent. It's a problem, you know. But, you know, in the Pokemon world, you'd think there would be like more of an issue where they like bring diseases into the cities that they live in.
Right. But they're definitely celebrated. I don't know. This one's pretty cute too. It's very chunky.
It is very cute. That's like I like it more than Plusle and Minun and what's the fucking squirrel one called? Its name all
Pachirisu.
Pachirisu, yeah.
Pachirisu. My favorite knockoff is Mimikyu because it's literally a knockoff, and I think that's funny. Yes, Ian.
do you think that every generation and hence every like Pokemon continent having its own Pikachu-like Pokemon is evidence for like a Poke-Pangea?
Ooh, they all started
Well, I
somewhere.
mean, they do believe in evolution.
Think about it.
Yeah.
or is it like an invasive species sort of deal where they like, maybe over time, like, adapted.
Everyone wanted a Pikachu, brought it home.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
Fed it the
Whole
local
Foods in
cuisine, and it
Australia.
turned into this.
Though
Right, guys?
in this one, it did say, like it siphons off like electricity from like homes, and it mainly causes just like high power bills. So I think it is kind of more of just like an urban niche that gets filled somewhere else.
Yeah,
like
when
living
your
in the
electric
trash
bill
or
seems
whatever.
off, it's the handiwork of this rascal.
Yeah.
What a great way to cover, like, your landlord's like, oh, I noticed the electric bill is really high. Are you growing
Yeah.
weed here? And you're like, no, I gotta fucking...
You like throw your.
So
Yeah. It's a great excuse for both my Bitcoin farm and my weed farm. They can't catch me.
Oh shit. I could totally imagine like your Bitcoin farm being powered by these Dedennes with like a little visor.
Yes.
And they're like running around from like phone to phone, like,
Yes.
"There, see?"
Is that how you imagine a Bitcoin farm works? Is people calling each other on phones?
You open up the
On
computer
smartphones.
case, and it's just a lot of mice running around.
Yes.
Yeah.
My graphics card is 13 Dedenne, and they're all just in a bunch of wheels electrocuting each other. Actually, before we get to the recipes, we've been gone for listeners. We've been gone for a week.
We've been a gun.
We've been so gone, and we've got. Oh fuck, we have to talk about that too. God damn it.
That's what I was wondering when you'd bring it up.
Well,
Come
see,
on.
this is why we can't take breaks. Things keep happening. The world fucking spins too goddamn fast to keep up with. And first, what I want to bring on. Since our last episode, they've announced 2 new Pokemon. One is like a toad that looks like an amp.
Oh, yes.
I forget what it's called. But more importantly, yes, Ben?
It's like Belly Bolt or something
Belly.
like that.
They really...
Belly is in the title.
Yes.
They should have called it, like, Amplitoad.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
That's good.
Yes, Belly
Really
Bolt
good.
is the name of the toad, electric toad Pokemon. Pretty good.
And then there's also a Farigiraf.
Yes, Farigiraf, which is the evolution of Girafarig, or maybe it's just a variance. And the chain chomp's on its head now, which is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But most importantly, we need to talk about Wiglet.
Wiglet. Yes. Yes.
Which,
So good.
Just a little bit.
which is like, it's not a Diglett. It's not an evolution of Diglett. It just looks like it. And it's kind of gross and a little phallic.
Can it be
gross.
the shoestring
out.
fry Pokemon?
Oh,
Here's the thing. It's white as dick. It's just like the pale... Like,
For the
you want to
listeners
explain?
for the listeners at home, I sent an image where it says the Wiglets, and it's 4 Wiglets dressed as the Wiggles.
but not like
that's
in
so
like
good.
full outfits. They're just like color coded.
Just poorly, like, Microsoft painted on sweaters.
Something I would have made.
Damn.
But anyway, Wiglet's very disconcerting in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree or not.
Disconcerting.
I'm gonna wait to see what the animations look like before I make any judgment.
Well, the
It's
thing
cute.
is,
It's
really,
already it's already in Pokemon Arceus actually, and it's really cute.
Oh, what? How have I missed that?
It's
it's-
kind of weird. They added it to Arceus, like just a software update. I'm pretty sure. It's like you can like start up your game right now, and it's on the beach like area.
It's just so.
I'm pretty sure.
If you stare at it long enough and make the nose turn into like its mouth being open, kind of looks like Kirby, like a dick Kirby.
It does kind of look like Kirby.
Just
A little
screaming,
bit.
long Kirby.
long
Is the
Kirby.
world
I don't
ready
know. I
for
think it's
long
pretty cute
Kirby?
looking.
But wait, have we talked about Cloth?
Yes.
We did talk about Cloth.
Which one's Claw?
It's
It's
the
a
like
giant
really
crab.
hairy looking crab thing.
And it's like-
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
and in one of the trailers, it's like it's not a legendary Pokemon, but it's kind of like it's really big, and it's like a special kind of like boss encounter that you do when you run up to it. So that will be fun. I'm excited. You know what? I'm liking the looks of Scarlet and Violet. I like all the new Pokemon they revealed, even though I think Wiglet's a little disconcerting. I think they're either cute or they're clever.
Armor Rouge, pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like all the starters. I think they're all strong. Like, I'm still not 100% like which one I'm gonna go for. Like, I think I'm like, oh, one's cute, and I'm like, but the other one's also pretty cute. I don't know.
I feel like they're definitely like in their design bag right now. Like in terms of announcing them, like there hasn't been a single one where it's been like, oh, this was like such a cop out and kind of a waste of an announcement. Like all of them have like been so exciting to witness.
You guys say that now, but when they announce Wug Trio, not gonna be good.
Wug Twio.
Wug Twio. Ooh woo.
I'm gonna see if I can beat the entire game with a team just full of belly bolts.
Do it.
I mean, I'm glad that we have some more frog Pokemon. And this one's, I mean, because, man, I love frogs. I'll be the first to say it on this podcast.
You'll be the first to say it?
I won't be the last to say it. I know that. And I think this one's, I like that it has a false face. Like, if you look at it, the little, like, things that are supposed to be its nostrils are actually its eyes. And it's like a big, like, stupid smiley face.
Oh,
it has
shit.
false eyes.
Wait, yeah, look at it. It's so cool.
What?
Hold on.
Like, when, like, watching the... so it was announced with this other gym leader who's going to be a streamer.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And when they're, like, interacting and stuff, it's like little eyes are blinking, and it's the noses.
Oh, weird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the eyes on its side aren't actually its eyes.
That's bizarre.
I love it.
Do you like that the gym leader is a streamer?
No.
When are we going to get a podcasting gym leader?
Oh, that's what I tweeted at the Pokemon company. I was like, it's like, when do we have, like, where's our Joe Rogan gym leader? He would obviously be, like, fighting type,
Jesus
right?
Jesus Christ.
And he invites, like, Giovanni onto the show, and he's like,
Yes.
what an interesting point.
You make a great point. No one's talking about this.
There's no...
Yeah.
No one's talking about it.
I think I saw an article talking about...
Hey, could you bring up that article? Hey, guy, could you bring up that article? We need to go over this. Yeah, we'll see. But another thing about Scarlet and Violet is that one of the main quests is about cooking. Like, you have to become, like, a good chef by discovering, like, exotic herbs and spices. Kind of leaning into, like, you know, obviously Spain is famous for, like, many culinary dishes like jamon and paella and stuff like that. So definitely feeling, you know, as a person who's been to the fine country of Spain, I feel like they're definitely pulling some fun bits.
Well, as a person who's been co-hosting a podcast about cooking and eating Pokemon for 3 years, I think it's very obvious what they're really doing, which is setting up a great runway for our show.
Yes.
We're going straight to the top.
They should. I hope one day we get called by a Pokemon company and they're like, "We're putting you in the game." That's all I say.
You're in the game.
You're in the
Yes,
game.
and we have to do mocap though. We have to be put in mocap suits.
Yes.
But it's just us sitting around a table doing a podcast.
Well, that's why the streamer gym leader is like, they have like a whole room that they like jump up and down around in. Seems exhausting. I'm glad I'm not a streamer.
Could we...
Also, does that mean that they play Pokemon games in the Pokemon game world?
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what video games do they play?
Right here.
Yeah.
Pick me.
Uh-huh.
Canonical, they do play the trading card game in the...
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, and they do have like the Switches and the whatever
the
in their
entire
little
family
homes,
of Nintendo consoles exists in the Pokemon universe. So
right.
Fucking Inception over here keeps going down deeper and deeper.
I mean, if you think about it, the next Splatfest is which Pokemon starter. So maybe in the Pokemon world, they're playing Splatoon.
Yeah, they're like, which starter do I pick while playing my Switch in the Pokemon game?
Whoa,
Think about it.
too much.
Love that.
Fucking never stops. Okay, we have to talk about one more thing before getting to our recipes. It's very important. Not last Thursday, but 2 Thursdays ago. This is how long we've been off the air. An event changed American history. Imagine it's that picture of like George W. Bush learning about 9/11, but the guy's whispering, "The Mario trailer has been released."
A second trailer has dropped.
Oh no! Oh god!
Well, hey, we can use that on the second one. So this has been all over the internet. Everyone's talking about it. What do we think of the Mario trailer?
Mushroom Kingdom, here we go.
Oh yeah, that was the worst part. Honestly, I think overall looks great. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I do, and I said this to y'all beforehand, I do think French Mario is going to be a better voice actor than Chris Pratt. But,
that one, here's the thing, is that there's two things about it. He said 2 lines, so I can't really get a good read on it. Like, I need more, like, to actually, before I can get what is going on. And 2, first I was like, oh, it's just Chris Pratt sounding like he normally does. But he is doing a very soft Brooklyn accent after listening to the dialogue a little bit. After Zaprudering film, the line he says over and over again back into the left. He does have a slight Brooklyn accent. So obviously they're leaning back more towards like the television show / original movie where he is canonically from New York City.
Right.
I feel like I maybe it was someone in the Discord that said this, but it was like the LaCroix of accents, like a slight hint of a flavor of an accent.
But Ben, I enjoy LaCroix.
Well, maybe you'll enjoy this movie.
Like someone with a bad Italian accent yelled from across the room.
I did kind of want, like, in the trailer when Toad's like, Mario! Like, I wanted him to say it that way, and just, like, just really get into the Toad.
I wanted him to lean more into...
I wasn't getting Keegan-Michael Key.
I was going to say, I wanted him to lean more into that, and he's like, Mario!
He has a really low voice this time. I do appreciate that renowned comedian Keegan-Michael Key is doing a Toad voice. Like, and I read an interview. He's like, I was practicing this with my wife, and she's like, yeah, keep going higher.
Oh, it's not
pitch that
pitched?
fucker up.
It's not like computerized pitched.
I think they do a little bit of treatment, but it is him doing like
That's like 90% him.
I'm Toad kind of situation.
Nice. All right.
He's a real method actor.
Yes.
Yeah.
He put on like a weird diaper and a Toad hat and walked around his house.
That's like when they asked, who was it? Was it Bill Hader or somebody for the BB-8 noise?
Yeah. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's
like...
I think it was Ben Schwartz.
Or maybe it was, one of those.
Yes.
Wow.
But it was like, how...
Bloops.
Yeah, they just bleeped and blooped, and that was the... that became a droid noise.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely something to consider. My opinion is Jack Black seems to be enjoyable as Bowser. He's also going to he's also theoretically here's the other thing. He says that Bowser has a more musical side. Keegan-Michael Key revealed that he improvised a song.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
pretty sure this is a musical.
Mario musical.
The whole
Like
thing?
Joker 2.
Oh.
Yes, just like Joker 2. Just like Joker 2, another Italian-American masterpiece because it stars Lady Gaga.
Wow.
The year of unexpected musicals.
Yes.
Let's go.
But I 100% think this is a musical. I don't know if Chris Pratt is going to sing a song about how much he likes being Mario. I don't know what Mario sings about.
It's a me. It's a me.
Oh, I've got so many toilets to unclog today. Hey!
I am excited for Jack Black to just fucking rip it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, I can imagine him in that role being pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
mark your calendars. Good Friday 2023 is when we're all going to see the Mario movie. Yes, Ian.
Do we have a
goodest of
rating on
Friday.
this yet?
Like an MPA rating?
Yeah, NC-17.
Yeah, you want to know if it's like R? If I had to guess, I bet this movie's rated PG, like the Minions movies are.
That sounds right.
oh
yeah, 'cause
Minions movies are PG.
Illumination.
Yeah, because they fucking like have farts and stuff in them. I don't know.
Well, I think that's still permissible for general audiences, but I feel like PG you have to be kind of like pushing the.
Apparently, look, I haven't seen Minions: The Rise of Gru. Someone did tell me that someone dies in that film. So.
Oh, okay.
But comedically, so it's okay.
Comedic death. Is it like implied death?
Yeah, they like fall off the cliff and they're like, "We'll never see them again." Or something.
That's different.
It's like an Up where that guy falls out of an airplane and just dies, and you're like, "Okay,
that's right.
This old man committed murder."
I just want to, like, Jack Black needs to be able to say, like, cocks. You know what I
mean? Let Bowser say cocks.
Yeah, how tenacious D is this going to get?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to sing a song. I don't know if he'll have a guitar. I don't know. We'll just have, again, we're Good Friday 2023. He is dead, but he will be risen by the tremendous box office of the Mario movie.
Nice.
As we'll all discover. My guess is that someone almost says the word shit, but then they say like shiitake, like the mushroom. That's I bet.
Nice.
$3
Yes,
that's pretty good. Yeah,
because
it's a good bet.
All the mushrooms around. So yeah, that's my hot take about the Mario movie. Okay, back to your regular scheduling programming. Dedenne, let's talk about cooking it. Ian, let's hear where you're going.
Straight to hell.
Well, you mentioned something about the tooth fairy, so I feel like I kind of know just slightly where you're heading.
I want to hear your interpretation before.
Well, I also can read the Bubblepedia page, and I also maybe saw that there is some references to a little well-known fairy,
a little Topolino, if you will.
Well, according to, it is fairy type, which was introduced in Gen 6, so it makes sense. Also, I did not know that the French tooth fairy, which Dedenne is based on, was a mouse. That's kind of fucked up that a mouse just goes into your room and steals
your teeth.
It's kind of cute.
Let's talk about it.
Yes, let's. On this week of I Choose You, cue the intro music.
Nice. All right. Now the episode can really start. That's a late title card, Jeremy.
Late title card.
Yeah, I was looking at them and I went to the flavor text. I love that. I love the tooth fairy bit. Because listen, saw the tooth fairy thing and I was like, tooth recipes, and they were like, sweet tooth recipes. I was like, no, like tooth bone recipes, and then they were like, oh, you want recipes that are like healthy for your dental care, and I was like, I literally googled.
No, I want to eat teeth.
That's literally what I googled. I want to eat teeth. Like I want to eat them, and then it was like, oh, it's okay if you swallow a tooth, and I'm like, fuck.
This reminds me of when we talked about when the Sonic movie was coming out. We said that his teeth are like pomegranate seeds.
Right. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about it.
So, Ian, is the Dedenne, do they eat teeth like pomegranate seeds?
No. No. Went to the Tooth Fairy wiki. That was a lot of fun. There are a lot of different. I just love like folk traditions like that. I think it's entertaining. But this is where I was going with this. I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna like play into it like it's a fairy, and like fairies like sweet, treats.
Is this confirmed?
Yeah, I think like in the mythos, like fairy cake is a thing, and like you
sugar plum fairy.
Yeah, you show up in like the Fey realm, and there's like a table set up with like really light cakes and like delicious snacks.
And you're supposed to eat those immediately. And,
yes, without permission.
Fairies forever. Yeah.
Yep. So I had that going on, but like for some reason when I looked at Dedenne, if you look at him, tell me that if the word pear like synergizes.
Are you saying he's dumpy?
Ooh.
He's got a pear-shaped figure.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying?
I could see that.
Like, doesn't it look like you could just bite into him and it's like juicy and like
it kind of looks like a
pear?
Oh yeah.
Kind of looks a shower pear.
Well, we can't. Okay, this can't be 2 episodes in a row of shower food. But let's continue.
It kind of looks like a peep almost.
Oh. It does.
You're not wrong.
Very light.
You're not wrong.
So, that's kind of like the vibes that were going on in my brain. And something I've been thinking about a lot lately is honey cake. Not the like traditional Jewish cake, but just like I listen to a lot of like mythology stories and like legends, and oftentimes like medieval Europe, peasants love their honey cake. That's just like
I mean, it sounds
primo.
fucking great. If I'm a medieval peasant and someone's like, "Oh, God blimey, minister, we've got your honey cakes for ye."
It's a great medieval accent.
It's exactly how
ye
people
honey
talked in the
cakes."
medieval times.
Yeah, so it pops up a lot, and I've independent of my job, this show, have looked up honey cake recipes, thinking like, when I have time, this would be nice to try. And so I get to simulate having time to try it on this show.
You get to simulate your life on an actual real life show.
Yeah, I get to like cosplay as someone who has time to make any of this fucking shit. Rather than just having to eat like the school lunch because I didn't have time to prep Jack.
Nice.
So honey cake, but also wanted to work some fresh pears in there just to like it's Dedenne like inspired. You know what I'm saying? I'm not presupposing it's a pear.
Right.
But like
you just took one look at that pear-shaped mouse and you're like,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, like
Mouse
the
is going pear-shaped.
the energy is there.
Yes.
So
I mean, it's full of electricity.
think about it.
God
Pear
damn
honey
it.
cake. Get some eggs. Instead of sugar, of course, you're going to sub honey for it. Vegetable oil, vanilla, flour, baking powder, cinnamon, baking soda, salt, 4 cups of finely chopped ripe pears, lemon juice. Excuse me. They say walnuts. I don't know if I need them in there. I don't know, like, texturally. I think I just want this to be really light and fluffy. I don't need, like, the nuts to bring me down to earth. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay up in the air with this.
Sometimes a wrong nut will definitely bring you back down.
It just, like... it just breaks the immersion, you know?
Might protect you from COVID, though.
Nice.
Oh, man.
What a callback.
Mix your shit together. You know, you mix your wets, you mix your dries, you wet your dries, you dry your wets. You stick that in a tin. Cook that for like an hour at 350. Let it cool. You have a nice pear, honey, fairy, Dedenne cake.
Dedenne. We're never gonna pronounce this goddamn mouse right.
I don't think we need to.
Yeah.
It's like when I visit a foreign country and try to say words and just say them incorrectly in a very like broad may. Is the pear you're imagining like a Christmas pear? Are you familiar with the Christmas pear?
Allow me to consult the archives.
Okay. Other members of this program, do you
No,
know
I
what I'm
don't.
talking
No.
So
Is it
your
the one that I
Christmas
get from
story-
Harry and David?
Yes.
That's literally the
okay.
website I just went to.
Fuck yes.
You buy
All
them for
right.
Christmas and they're like really nice pears and they come like individually wrapped.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
people get them for Christmas, yes?
I'm gonna have to correct you there, Jeremy, because I'm looking at their page right now. You can get Halloween pears.
Oh.
Darling,
reason
you
that-
barely touched your Halloween pear. Is something wrong?
You can get family affair pears.
Oh,
What-
wait,
wait,
what the
what?
fuck does that mean?
This divorce
family
is going
affair.
I'm
bad.
sorry
We
I
need
had
a
an
pear.
affair. Here's some pears.
It's a bear.
Wow, there's just like you guys have
Pears
just
for
opened-
all occasions.
Are these all right? Tell me, are these pears worth it? Like, are they?
They're really
They're
good.
100% worth it. No, like all seriousness, like I get these every year.
Like, oh, they have peace pears. That's kind of fun. Peace Christmas crate. Yes.
This will solve the war in Ukraine.
And so the reason why they're so good is because they're individually wrapped, and so it like allows them to ripen independent of one another. Like instead of like you keep a bunch of fruit like all smushed together just when you're transporting it, this one like it allows each one to kind of ripen on its own over time.
So are they ripe like when I get there, or when they get to me? I guess.
Yeah,
Not always.
When you get, but like 90% of the time you get one, you unwrap it, you cut a slice, you bite down it, and you know what? Pears are a very persnickety fruit. Like they can get soft.
Pear snickety fruit.
Yeah,
Pear
persnickety.
Yes.
They can get soft really fast, so you need to like get that shit in line like quick. But like this is a good ass pear. It's sweet and juicy and tastes like pear.
Okay, I just need to confirm, like, because this is $45 for
He's doing it right here.
9 pears.
Yes,
9 pears, $45.
Yeah.
Free shipping.
As a once a year
shipping,
treat to
man.
yourself, I would say it's 100% worth it.
Like,
Again, they usually show up in my family around Christmas time, so it's like a Christmas gift, and it's nice, like it is fancy, like kind of situation, but it is nice, and they are enjoyable food items.
Although maybe I need to start sending Halloween pears. That sounds pretty,
it comes with like a little card with a ghost on it. It says "boo."
that seems low effort. Come on, Harry
Yeah,
and David.
it really does.
All right. Sorry.
Whose
The
fault is this,
box.
Harry or David?
The box is black and orange checkered and has little square pumpkins on it. Does that
Okay.
make
So
it better?
is that like false advertising? You open it and you're like, "There's not pumpkins in here."
There's pears.
I'm looking at the reviews. Nothing related to the Halloween nature of it. And they also don't have like a fun like flavor text like it's the spookiest time of year.
Oh wow!
Shit, like give out a pear, give out a 45 divided by $9 pear to kids when they trick or treat.
I feel like you should just err on the side of Christmas pear.
Pear?
Don't fuck with some of these other holiday pears.
Pear on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. Yeah.
This is all right. Well,
Great minds.
I
think of
learned about
pears.
it. What was your question? Oh, if that's what I think I can say definitively that's not.
Definitively, I've not had a Christmas pear. Okay.
But like I could totally see the mouse being like a wrapped Christmas pear. It's like orange foil. Peel it back. I was thinking of more like
It's got foil around it because it's electric type.
It was
too.
the pear the whole time.
I was thinking of like an Asian pear.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the same kind of pear that they include in those packages. I'm pretty sure.
I thought the Asian pears are like round.
Asian pears are more round.
God, this show
The
sucks.
Christmas pears are very like green and like.
Yeah, very traditional.
We're talking about this.
Okay.
Dumpy shape.
This.
Yeah. Dumpy.
Not one of these. Okay. Good to know.
All right. Well, that was a long one, but I'm gonna bounce off Ian on this because I was also looking at the fucking tooth fairy thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? The French are crazy, but I think we all knew this. Anyway,
We all knew this.
I was like, so Dedenne, how can I go for like kind of like I was also thinking like fairy, kind of like tooth fairy, thinking about it, and I was like, what if I made like a sweet treat that like rots kids' teeth so they fall out faster, so the Dedenne can get those fucking teeth quicker, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm proposing a Dedenne double Whopper, which is 2 delicious sweet treats. Dedenne Pixie Sticks and Dedenne Fun Dip.
Oh.
And what we're going to do is we're going to put literal fucking fairy dust in these sweet treats. So
Rots your teeth right out.
It's a literal pixie stick. Like, fucking pixie magic is in this goddamn treat. Because what we're going to do is we're going to get a Dedenne and we're going to, like, fucking shake it and get all that fucking fairy dust off of it and put it in 2 are pixie sticks and Fun Dip. Now you might be asking what's in a pixie stick, and the answer is literally granulated fruit extract and sugar. Nothing else. That's all it is. So the recipe is you get your Dedenne, you like get its tail, and it's like the spice weasel from Futurama, and you like stretch it out a few times. Maybe you brush it. You get that fairy dust on there. You get the granulated fruit extract of your choice, maybe like lemon, orange, something like that, and then you get sugar. You get a coffee grinder, and then you just fucking mix that shit together until it's really fine and super light, powdery, kind of like a cocaine-esque substance. You get a paper straw. You fold the bottom, and you can either use a little bit of hot glue, maybe a staple, close it, and then you fill it up to the top, and then you fold over the top, and then you hand it out to kids. And they're for Halloween, be fucking great. They like little sprites are all about on Halloween.
So, Jeremy,
yes.
you just glossed over it. So these mice, not only do they just want, haha, it's cute, they exchange teeth for coins, they hunger for teeth, and they like want teeth.
Well,
That's their primary end game.
Yeah.
They like, why else would you give money for teeth? I know why a dentist does it, because they fucking can roast you on it. But this mouse wants your teeth.
This just feels like people like stealing copper wire in exchange for like money for drugs.
This mouse wants your teeth. So it also will do the Fun Dip. Fun Dip, similar recipe. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shake off the Dedenne. We're gonna fill up a bag with pixie dust or fairy dust, and then we're gonna get some Jello mix and sugar, and that's what fucking Fun Dip is it's Jello mix and sugar.
Oh my god!
So it's dry Jello mix and sugar. It's fucking crazy, and we're gonna put in a little bit of citric acid as well to give it a bit of that sting. The stick is like compacted like dough and sugar. It's basically kind of like Play-Doh, but like sweet instead of salty. It's compacted, baked really quickly kind of situation. So it's kind of sticky, and then you dip it in there, pull it out, and that's my recipe. Dedenne, pixie sticks, and Fun Dip. Yeah,
Interesting.
Two things. One, I did find you can get a holiday pear decorating set.
Okay.
Image incoming.
Pear
It's basically
decorating?
just stickers that you put on your pears.
Oh, it's like those people who
my
don't want to bother like carving
God.
pumpkins.
Yeah, you could just put well, this one's
God.
Christmas themed.
Or instead of
Ben
like
is so fucking mad at these pears that you put a Santa hat on.
They're just trying so hard.
it was literally like I scrolled through like 60 different variations of the box set, and this was the last one.
Oh, jeez.
Second, in like the spirit of like actively trying to harvest the teeth, I was curious what like you think, because you're proposing that like the doodle-oodlies, they collect the teeth, like they want the teeth.
Yes.
I want to know what you think they use them for, because I was in my tooth fairy hunting, I found that in Nordic traditions, children's teeth were considered good luck, and so actually Vikings would wear children's teeth into battle.
Whoa.
I don't think like in a malicious way, like they purposely took kids' teeth, but in like we're gonna collect these teeth, give them a little money for it, so we can like get that good luck.
Okay.
What do you think the Dedenne
Well,
nuts
I think the teeth helps give them some of that fucking fairy powder power. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
They exchange it to keep their power.
Yes.
Like how Santa needs Christmas cheer.
Yes. Or
Freaking
like
teeth.
Tinkerbell, you gotta clap to keep her alive or fucking whatever. I don't remember.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on the Dedenne need for teeth.
Oh, maybe it like keeps the spirit of childhood alive, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's like, oh, mom and dad, the tooth fairy came, and they're like, right, and then they look back and they're like, what is gone? You know, kind of thing. Like it inspires the childhood wonder, which gives the fairy types their power.
Can we like see a movie where it's like a Wall Street banker who's like he's a real wolf on Wall Street, but then he like wakes up and he accidentally kills the tooth fairy, has to take his place, and he's all about finance. He's like, we got to maximize our tooth profits here.
Oh, okay. Hear me out. Aaron Paul in Need for Teeth.
Ooh,
That's pretty good.
nice.
That is a bug in my house. Okay, who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Go for it.
So I did not go the sweet route, but similar to Ian, Google was fighting me every step of the way when I was just like, give me mouse recipes. They're like, moose recipes? I'm like, no, I want to cook a mouse.
Give me the mouse.
Yeah, give me the mouse, not the house of mouse. I just need plain old rat. So when I strongly consternated Google and put in my exact search terms with quotes and all that, came up with a rat loaf. But
nice.
that
Is this
sounds
related to
awful.
our moth loaf?
not quite.
Oh, jeez.
And to disclaimer, it actually is just like a recipe where like the final product looks like a mouse, but it actually doesn't use mouse. But in my case, we're using mouse.
Wait.
Picture
So it's a
info.
limit that looks like mouse, but that's the whole gimmick.
Yeah. So take a look.
Oh.
Get it? Because they look like little mice.
Yeah,
But it
it's
looks
like
like they
guess.
could
But they
actually
look
be
like
mice
mice.
covered in marinara sauce.
Yes.
But so basically what you do is you take your Dedenne meat, you run it through the grinder. We haven't run meat through a grinder here on I Choose You in a little while.
Yeah, hell yeah, baby.
So I'm going to run it all through a grinder. You get your nice ground Dedenne chuck, and then you mix that with some breadcrumbs, some eggs, a little bit of barbecue sauce in this case to give it a little kick, some salt, pepper, and then that's kind of, you're basically making a meatball out of it. So you ball that all up together, you bake it for a little bit, and then pull that out of the oven, drizzle it in some nice spaghetti sauce, some marinara sauce or something like that, and then for the little tail and the whiskers, you put in little noodles. So you can do little like rotini things if you want a fun like curly tail. You can do like chow mein to get the little like whiskers going on.
Who's the audience of this? Because I feel like meatball usually you have to
Children?
meatball isn't a hard sell.
I don't know. This
But what if
website
it
is
looked
called
like a fucking mouse?
this website is called Today's Parent. So apparently today's children are very demanding in their meatball products.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They're like, no, not regular meatball. Where? And then they're like, well, what if I make rat loaf?
So
They're
the
like, yes, mommy,
Mommy.
rat loaf.
Please, rat loaf again.
the intro text to this recipe is, it's made from real rats, Jared, Dustin tells his poor gullible brother, who is staring at his plate with a combination of horror and fascination. It is not, Jared says, although I think he secretly wishes it were true. I mean, it is Halloween, isn't it?
Okay, so it's like the eyeball thing.
Yeah, you're like eating rats.
I get it. I like that.
It's spooky season.
Yeah.
Time to
Rat
eat some
loaf
rats.
season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget
Okay.
pumpkin spice. It's rat loaf season.
I'm all in.
Jeez. All in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So there
All
you
right.
go.
Good
Rat.
find.
Thank you.
Rat
Honestly.
loaf.
Yeah, very hard to find rat recipes. Google doesn't want you to know.
Yeah. Oh man, we needed to go to like the dark web, find our tooth recipes, our rat recipes.
Yeah,
Tooth recipes.
got to re-download my Tor browser.
I thought for sure like they would have something like not just like a bowl of teeth with milk poured on it, but like people eat
What?
bone marrow.
what?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a marrow shot.
Even
You
the
really think
mental,
someone's trying to eat teeth?
yeah, the mental image of just chomping on teeth like pomegranate seeds makes me want to vom.
Tooth on tooth action.
Yeah.
It's like when I was eating some toffee a few weeks ago and it ripped my crown right out. So
Oh.
I kind of got the experience.
You're almost
for a moment.
chomping on a tooth.
Oh
Almost.
no, that sucks.
Yeah.
But Ben,
What do you got, Ben?
Yeah, tell us.
Well,
yeah, Ben.
what I've got for you is not rat loaf.
Bummer.
It's not pear related, and it's not sweet either. Instead, I am going to be making some al dente pasta
Nice.
with some pumpkaboo cream sauce.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, baby.
So,
Man.
you know, obviously, obviously the inspiration came from Dedenne's name, and then I started looking at Dedenne, and I saw that it's got some very pasta-looking features. Honestly,
Tell me more,
Frank. Well, if you notice, its little whiskers are very. Its whiskers and tail look like you could, if you snipped them off and put them in a bowl all together, you'd be like,
rat loaf.
well, I'll be damned if that doesn't look like some squid and pasta.
Oh, that too.
Oh, okay.
Rat loaf.
What were you thinking?
Well, you did just describe the premise of the rat loaf.
Oh,
Yes.
oh no!
Like
no,
you did
excuse
just
me.
justify how you reverse engineered it.
Well, I was more thinking that you snip off the black tail and the whiskers, and it looks like pasta itself.
Sure.
These
Totally.
Dedennes will grow back their little
Tails?
Antennas and their tails, as is their nature.
Oh.
It's almost as if they were made for us to have al dente pasta.
Oh, that's where the name comes from.
Exactly. That's where the name originates. So you're basically going to, snip off a bunch of them. You're going to want to boil them, but just a little bit, because you do want a little bit of that give. That's going to give
that's what makes it al dente.
Exactly. Or a dedente, if you will. And I figured that we could use a, sauce that was a little bit more fall themed to match Dedenne's look. And for this pumpkaboo cream sauce, excuse me, you're gonna need some. You're just basically gonna like garlic. Cook some garlic in some butter, and once you have that kind of like going for a minute, you're gonna put in some pumpkin puree. Then you're gonna like stir it in with some cream and milk. And then add some salt, pepper, and some thyme and some cheese. And it's going to have a very garlicky but fall kind of sweet taste to it. It's just traditionally served with a just the sauce and the pasta, but you can add some like fennel sausage to it as well.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I will say... Oh, go ahead, Ian.
No, you please.
I was just gonna say, I will say for those who maybe don't want to cook this at home, or make the sauce from scratch, you can. Trader Joe's has a really good like butternut squash sauce for the fall, and pasta that is an excellent combo.
Nice. Yeah.
I really like when you think about, like, first off, like the name just works perfectly with the al dente, but then with the tooth fairy aspect, and it's like to the tooth. That's what al dente translates to.
Yes.
Oh.
You know what? Fuck, that's what the name means.
Oh,
It's like
fuck.
dentist.
We've reverse engineered it. We've done it.
God.
It only took us
Hey.
54 minutes, but we've done it.
Nice.
Wow,
In our
we're
defense-
really smart here.
In our defense, doesn't say that anywhere in the trivia section. So
No.
one of us needs to make an account right now and edit that shit.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Excellent. All right. Do you want me to recap?
I would love it.
What do we got?
All right. So from Ian Davis, we have Dedenne. Oh shit! It was tooth related, but then it fell out of my head.
Honey pear cake.
Honey Dedenne, honey pear cake. I just remembered talking about eating teeth. From me, you have Dedenne, pixie sticks and fun dip. From Evan, you have Dedenne, rat loaf. And from Ben, you have al dente pasta. Ben, can you tell us who the winner is this week?
I can, and I believe this is another streak, because I think Ian won two times in a row last week, but Ian has won this week's episode with 2 votes.
Rat cake wins it. Not rat loaf.
I gotta I got a vote, and Evan got a vote.
I voted for Evan. I voted for your rat.
Oh, thank you.
That was funny.
It had the chaotic energy I was looking for, but
It did.
damn, the pun was just too.
Yeah.
I thought Ben had it.
I thought so too.
Excellent.
I also do want to point out that I'm pretty sure this is our 169th episode.
It
which
is, Ben.
We haven't referenced yet.
Oh, it's so nice.
Wow, I feel really good about this win.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
only one I care about.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll make sure to give you a trophy for this one.
Thank you.
They're horny for this one. Okay, well, you know what else people are horny for? Our mail segment, which I like to call Whale Lord's Mail Horde. Each week, we read your email sent into iChoosePod@gmail.com. That's iChewspod@gmail.com. Ian, can you read this email from Edward?
I would love to. God, I have so many tabs. All right. Dedenne. At first, as I'm looking at this, it feels like a dead N. But it seems like you might be able to make something work here. As usual, with a recipe I'm sending in, welcome to my gymnastics gym. Dedenne is, as no surprise, our Pikachu clone for this generation. Now, multiple editions of the flavor text indicate a Dedenne's proclivity for his mischief, such as, quote, sneaking into people's homes and stealing from their outlets.
Maybe
or
teeth.
stealing electricity from outlets or other electric Pokemon.
How do
A
they
rep
fucking steal from other Pokemon?
Just
Don't
like,
they just like make it in their body?
yeah, it pegs them and then steals them.
Nice.
Nice.
A rapscallion rodent, a garnish gerbil, our miscreant mouse, or perhaps a hooligan hamster. Dedenne
shit.
reminds me quite clearly of another happy and energetic rodent, but not the one you're thinking of. And then there's a huge image of Hamtaro,
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
hell yeah.
which
I mean, everyone here loves Hamtaro, right?
Absolutely.
got a level with you. Did not know anything. Like, I've seen him, but I didn't know the lore. Luckily, Ed did link us to the Hamtaro fandom wiki.
Nice.
So those who don't know, Hamtaro is a male hamster and the main character of the Hamtaro franchise, a happy and energetic hamster who lives out each day in the spirit of friendship and fun, and is always there to lend a helping hand. Thank you, Ed. I've read. Please know I've read through this whole page now and need Hamtaro in my life.
Well, there's many fine video games specifically for the Game Boy Color about Hamtaro and making friends that I played a lot as a child, which is why I'm very familiar with Hamtaro and his many adventures.
Are we gonna get a Switch port?
Well, those games were published by Nintendo, so they have some influence over the future of the Hamtaro franchise.
Ben?
Reggie?
Yeah, Reggie.
Is Hamtaro totally unpublished? I was trying to see where you could like stream it, but I don't know if you can.
I was gonna say there is a show too
Yeah,
that I
that's what
remember
I
was
was-
on
that's-
the air when we were a kid.
That's the only way I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on like 4Kids, but it's not anymore or something. I don't know.
Ben writes, or Ed writes, Ben listens. I'm presupposing that Dedenne, like our friend Hamtaro, is a ham, which I think is like they didn't like directly say this, but I get that ham is like the genus of the Hamtaro
It's like
characters.
the hamster species within Hamtaro.
Yeah. And with this ham, we're going to be making banh mi.
Ooh.
We'll have a nice picnic on a venture to the great outdoors, and we'll bring with us our pickled vegetables, some cupie mayo, a tasty Caucasian baguette, and some freshly slain Dedenne. Cut it thinly, lay it on, or maybe a thick cut is what you prefer, on our little portable grill where we'll sear it up, and get it ready on the sandwich with our cilantro and pickled carrot, and enjoy a snack that you and your Pokemon will enjoy.
That
I guess
sounds
Wait, so we're fucking feeding it to we're giving a sandwich to like our Pokemon?
They do that all the time. Ash, like,
Yes.
I've
They share
eaten
food.
so many. Yeah.
Fucking
Which I wonder if that's like bad for them.
right. Like you shouldn't be
Table
doing
food.
it.
Yeah.
They eat their kibble. I guess this time we're stealing the electricity from the rodent. because when you taste it, you'll be seeing lights from how tasty it is.
Nice.
Nice.
Ed then writes, feels good to send in an email again. I've been really digging the recipes lately from both the Horde and the Icy Boys. Sometimes life gets ahead of me, but when I've got the ability and memory to write in on time with an idea for the mod of the week, it feels great. PSPS, I'm going to win that trip to Legoland. For all the listeners out there in Radioland, the pun counter is at 40, at least in my count. Depends if we count puns sent in the Horde versus puns the boys make, but in accordance with the theme song that states, we'll make a pun or 2 or 3, on average, unfortunately, is wrong. On average, in Season 6, our boys have made on average 5 puns per episode, but 7 of them were the Flabebe episodes, so usually it is 1 to 3.
Wow, our averages are out of whack.
They did the math.
Yeah. Nice. We got a pun counter going on.
I love that.
Thank you so much, Ed, in keeping us on our toes.
Keeping us honest, truthfully.
Yes. Evan, can you read this email from Mike?
I can. Mike says he sent in a special second email because this one apparently is easier to read. Mike says, "Hey, Evan, how are you? I'm doing well, thanks for asking." And that was also me talking. We just moved into our new house, so things have been a little hectic lately. Also, hi, Ben, Jeremy, and Ian. I'm drinking a Liquid Death Severed Lime sparkling water as I type this.
Is that good? Should I get one?
The flavored Liquid Deaths are excellent. The mango one, so good.
Maybe I'll give
Severed lime sounds like a very intense adjective.
Well, the joke is it's like severed limb, but lime.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dedenne is every time I read it, my brain breaks. Dedenne is the Kalos Pikachu clone, so of course that means it's electric and fairy type. You've established that electric types are sour. Yes, we have. Yes. I'm presupposing that fairy types generally taste sweet, possibly just because of how many Foodmon are fairy type.
That's true.
So, with those base contrasting flavors, I bring to you Sour Patch Mons. Didn't I do this?
You might. We've done sour gummies multiple times.
Maybe that was like a recipe that I was about to do. Anyway, first things first, you're going to want to cast a silicone mold of your Dedenne. I don't know how cooperative this electric hamster will be in this process. Extract some sugar from your Dedenne the traditional way, grind them up like sugar cane and obtain the juices. A byproduct of this sugar extraction method is gelatin, which is an ingredient in these gummy candies. Make sure that you cook the candy to the proper temperature or you won't get the correct consistency for the finished product. Pour the hot mixture into the mold we made of Dedenne earlier to make a novelty life-sized, 8 inches tall, Sour Patch Mon.
Ooh.
In Colossian candy shops, they sell more the traditional sized Sour Patch Mons that you're used to enjoying. Disclaimer, eating too many of these will rot your teeth due to highly acidic nature of Dedenne's sour electric typing. Enjoy at your own risk. Cheers, boys. Mike.
Nice.
Thank you so much for writing in, Mike. All right, let us now move on to more recipes, but this time sent in through different formats. Ben, I've heard tell that you have a recipe from Pokemaniac Chris.
I do. I have a recipe from Pokemaniac Chris, and they tweet at iCheesePod. Look at Dedenne. Just look at it. It's begging to be cooked and eaten. It's a tender, round morsel of deliciousness. Sure, you gotta devein the copper wiring, but that's not hard, and there's no wrong way to cook it. Roasted, fried, stewed, smoked, grilled, anything. But the classic gourmet Dedenne dish is braised whole in orange Florges wine. First, stuff a Dedenne with bread, budu buds, dried semi-sage leaves, chesto berries, and pumpkaboo spice, which is a spice made from roasted pumpkaboo husks that tastes exactly like quote-unquote pumpkin spice. Next, marinate the stuffed Dedenne with garlic, spicy cherry berry paste, black pepper, and aromatisse saliva. Look, I know that sounds fucked up, but don't question it. It's fragrant. It's floral. You've got to use it sparingly, but trust the wisdom of Colossian culinary tradition. Chop up half a Bulbasaur bulb, a pre-shelled farro seed, an oddish tuber, and a diglet or two, and then fry them all up in go-goat butter. Nice. After that, just Just throw all the veggies in a pot with some salt, the whole stuffed Dedenne, and enough wine to cover everything, then simmer for an hour. Colossians are wine snobs, so they'll tell you to use a top-shelf orange Florges wine. Between you and me, it's okay to use a cheap wine and save the best for your glass. You can even get away with a Florges wine, yellow Florges wine, if you adjust the other flavors to suit its fruitier profile. Once the sauce is thickened, it's ready to serve. Just sprinkle over a pinch of dried Trevenant leaves. Not too much or you'll make it bitter. And dig in. Dedenne is a tiny Pokemon, so 2 people can quite convincingly conceivably eat the whole thing in one gluttonous sitting. Colossian tradition dictates that you eat the whole Dedenne. Normally some of the organs are removed to make room for the stuffing, but the liver, heart, and kidneys all stay, and the head is cooked along with everything else as the long, chewy tail. Some Colossian gourmands even claim to enjoy the feeling of crunching Dedenne's tiny, fragile bones between their teeth. Nice. It's supposed to be a very visceral experience, with the range of textures being as important as the taste. No Colossian would be caught dead serving braised Dedenne with anything but a superb orange Florges wine, or at a stretch, a particularly full-bodied yellow. I won't tell anyone if you just have a LaCroix. Hell, go nuts. Have the coconut cola flavor. Live your best life.
Has anyone had the coconut cola flavor LaCroix?
I had just the regular cola. It was not very good.
I have not, so listeners write in and tell us about it. That's my opinion. Thank you so much for writing in, Pokemaniac Chris. This week, I'm also going to do a fun few things from the Discord. Excuse me. Allie, Duchess Taco, writes in and says, my first thought was Shrek-style spit roast Dedenne. There's no getting around repeat, so this time we get ogre it. So nice. I'm sure you remember in Shrek where I think he sticks a rat on a stick and then he sets it on fire. It'll be like that. Is the recipe here. And I think that's it for right now. So, yeah. Thanks for writing in, Allie. Very enjoyable. Now, let's go to the segment. Okay, I actually have a question.
Oh.
Next week will be the only time our podcast airs before what some might consider the most important day of the year, Halloween.
Ooh.
So my question is, do you want to randomly select a new Pokemon, or do you want to do Pumpkaboo?
I feel like we have to, right?
No, but we already did Gorgeist, so do you want to do Phantump?
I feel like we already did. Yeah, we already did Gorgeist.
Do you want to do Phantump? It's a ghost type.
Didn't we do one of his forms?
No.
I don't think so.
We did Gorgeist.
I don't know, because it's like, what are we going to make? A pumpkin pie?
We talked about this.
Rat loaf. What other Halloween foods are there?
We made candy this week as well, so like.
I'm kind of erring on the side of randomized still.
Okay, well then, Evan, can you randomly select a number between 650 and 721?
Yeah, but as soon as we said no random number, I closed it. So hold on.
Oh, holy shit! That's why it was just a suggestion.
Next week, 714.
714, you say? I was just looking at that. 714 is Noibat.
Oh, that's kind of spooky.
That kind of works.
Yeah. The Soundwave Pokemon. It's a bat with like speakers for ears. Noibat. Nice. It's got a funny name though. I have to admit.
Not Noi like Neue.
No, it's NOI.
Okay.
Not like. It sounds like kind of like Jerry Lewis. Oi, Noibat.
Not the Bauhaus of bats.
No, not the Bauhaus of bats though. I'd be down for that. I love some fucking Bauhaus. Ben, can you tell our wonderful listeners about the upcoming Discord event?
Yeah, there's you should join our Discord. It's going to be included in the episode description for this episode. And there is an event on Sunday, October 23rd, at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we're gonna be hanging out and playing some games with the old Pokemon Fusion. So there's gonna be some Pokemon Frankensteining, if you will.
Oh boy, that's not what Frankenstein is.
So yeah, join us on the Discord. It'll be a fun time.
All right.
Nice. All right. Well, now I'm gonna do the plugging section of the show. Do you have some shit, and do you want to plug it, Evan?
The only thing, so I learned the other day that candy corn, the coating that hardens it is made from bugs. Apparently, it's like a very common coating used in a lot of like hard-shelled things. M&Ms pridefully don't use it, but I think a lot of other candies do. But just keep that in mind as you consume candy corn this holiday season. It's still one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite Halloween treats. So bugs or no bugs, I'm all about it.
Nice.
That's all I got.
I love that.
Ben.
You can follow me on Twitter at Ben C. Montoya. And you can listen to a podcast that I produced called America's Dead. I produced it with Sonos, and it's about the Grateful Dead. All sorts of interesting conversations about the Grateful Dead. But one thing that just happened that is also important for you to probably know if you listen to this show is you probably have student loan debt. So go ahead and go to studentaid.gov. Where there is a new application for getting student loan debt relief. So go ahead and do that. It's very simple and very easy, and you'll probably you only have a certain amount of time to do it too. So just jump on it right now.
Don't student moan over student loans. Go fill out that form.
There you go.
I like that the way you phrase that, which is, it's great. You should do that. Is that if you're listening to the show, you probably are.
I mean,
our target demographic is like, ages child to 40-year-old. So I feel like that's kind of the primary debt demographic.
Excellent. Ian.
All right. So remind me, did we not put out an episode last week?
No, we didn't. That's why this episode's so long.
Some fat bears have been had since we.
Fat Bear Week. Fat Bear Tuesday was last Tuesday, and congratulations to 747, otherwise known as Bear Force One, for taking it number one. If you didn't know, I have a song about Fat Bear Week. Katmai National Park reached out to me personally and asked to use that song for their promotional stuff, which they did. You can listen to it on Spotify, iTunes, or go to Bandcamp if you want to pick it up. That's Zoltan and the Fortune Teller's album After Dark. Or if you just search Fat Bear Week on Spotify, I'm like literally the only song on there. I've really cornered the market.
Yes, you have.
Check it out.
Excellent. I'm going to plug by saying check out my Twitter. It's at VelocityPrime1. You can see all the amazing pictures of fucking leaves I took this weekend. There's red leaves, orange
blue
leaves, yellow, no fucking
green leaves.
No, there's a few green leaves, I will admit. At Velocity Prime 1 on Twitter. Check out the-avocado.org. I write for there. Jeremy Zelick, the-avocado.org. It's hot stuff. All right, that's been plugged. This has been I Choose You, the podcast about cooking and eating Pokemon. You can find our podcast on your favorite podcasting apps, including Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your podcast app of choice. If you like our show, make sure to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to help us go up the ranks. If you want more I Choose You goodness, may I recommend our social media pages, I Choose Pod on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. If you want to be a part of the I Choose You community, I highly recommend joining the I Choose You Discord. Links are available in the episode descriptions. It's a fun time, and what's that I hear? This Sunday, we have that community event. make sure to check it out on the I Choose You Discord. Lastly, but not leastly, make sure to head over to our official website, ichooseyou.menu. ichooseyou.menu has a whole cavalcade of stuff to check out, including a full episode archive and a merch store. All of that is designed by one Evan Aubrey, ichooseyou.menu. I think that covers everything. So for the show, I've been your host and Alton Brown of the group, Jeremy Zelig.
I've been your friend on this show, Ben Montoya.
Put that tooth under your pillow for Ian Davis.
Ooh.
And Evan Aubrey.
And to all the choosies out there in Radioland, in a while, Totodile.
Yeah, I choose you. Yeah, I choose you.
Everybody wants to be a master.
Chef.
Everybody wants to show their skill. In the kitchen, everybody wants to cook that cluncher. Finny in at the top of the grill. Each time you fry, gonna cook it just a little bit better. Each taste you try, boy, this froky is nice and tender. It's a whole new world we cook in. It's a whole new place to eat. We're in season 6 with some brand new recipes, 'cause we're still gonna cook them all and make a pun or 2 or 3. It's a whole new world we cook in. It's a whole new place to eat. We're in season 6 with some brand new recipes, 'cause we're still gonna cook them all and make a pun or 2 or 3.